Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Headington. This video is to help you with this week's assignments. So it's April 27th through May 1st. Anytime you're stuck and confused on what to do this week, just rewatch this video and hopefully it will answer your question. I am currently logged in as a student, so everything that you will see on my screen should look exactly like yours. When you get on your Chromebook, you should see the Google homepage. And my advice is every Monday as a student, I would go to my waffle and click Gmail to check my email. Okay. So as it's opening my email here, okay, here's a student's email. As you can see that these are all the assignments that I have assigned to this student for the week. A lot of them are assignments that need to be completed by a certain date. For example, this 2D and 3D math slide. That's something that will have to be completed and turned in. Spelling, it says optional, so that's something you can do, but again, you don't have to. If you just want to challenge your brain, you can. Phonics, however, I have changed this week that it is something you have to do. It's a required assignment. It's super easy. You just follow along the fun slides that Gus and I have made and just kind of read some words to someone at home in your family. A couple other required assignments. I noticed in this email, this science required assignment, I only had like 6 kids in the class do it last week. It's a really easy Google form to finish, so make sure that assignment is completed. Another new assignment, it looks like, was posted to you. So when you see that word new assignment, that means I would complete it and turn it in because it is worth points. So right now I see on this student's email, which will be the same as yours, is new assignment, 2D, 3D slides, get them done. Go down a little farther, new assignment, science for the week, get it done. And last but not least, there's another one, a new assignment of a fairy tale, compare and contrast. This week we're doing Cinderella as our fairy tale. So once you read some of the Cinderella or listen to some of the Cinderella books, you will be completing this form here. So as a student, every Monday, I'd get on your email because if something is sent to you as an assignment, it's in that email. And once you kind of start working on it, if you go back to your waffle, it'll also be saved in your drive. Everything you work on is saved in Google. That's why we like to use it. It will not delete your work. Okay, so good students, check your mail on Monday, and then I would hop into the Google Classroom to kind of check everything out in the way it looks. So once in my classroom here, as a student, you probably belong to 4 classrooms. Mine, Miss Rule, Mr. Keys, and Miss Dameron's. So on Monday, I would click on our classroom. I say this every week, but maybe you are new and don't know this yet. When you click on the classroom, it automatically shows you a streaming view. The streaming view is hideous. Please click the classwork view. This lays everything out by topic. So the first thing you see is that weekly schedule. I would click right on it so you know everything that you need to do for the week. If you notice, I have highlighted certain things on the weekly schedule once I open it here. That's because they're super important or many children are forgetting to do it. So the first thing I notice highlighted under the weekly schedule is animal report is due this Friday, May 1st. Many of you have turned it in. I've already looked them over and graded them if you've turned it in. If not, you have until this Friday to complete it and turn it in. The schedule looks exactly like last week, laid out the same, so you know when you open it up, get everything done for Monday, and you're done for the day. Okay? And then everything for Tuesday, get it done for the day, you're done. One thing that's different this week, like I said, your fairy tales are Cinderella. So it says click here. You can click and open up the Cinderella read-alouds. Unfortunately, I did all the read-alouds last week. This week are some of the other fun second grade teachers reading. So we have Miss Wood and Miss Wilkes doing different versions of the Cinderella fairy tale. That is something that's on each day to listen to one of the stories. Another thing this week that's a little different on our schedule is we moved to 3D shapes. So there's a fun 3D shapes song you'll listen to. You obviously do your iReady math minutes every day. And here's another fun thing that's not required, but it's kind of cool, especially if you like kind of manipulating 3D shapes, kind of like a Minecraft game. It's just a website where you can sculpt and build things with different three-dimensional shapes. You can like build cities. I just wanted to add that in there for kind of a little fun challenge for your brain. Your animal report, you should be on day 10. If you're already finished, you could relax this week. You are done with writing for the week. But if you have not turned it in and you're still working on it, that is fine by me. Phonics this week, you must do phonics lessons. Notice I highlighted that. You must do them this week. So you'll click here to view the phonics slides. You should be on day 10 slide because some friends chose to do it the last couple weeks. So we're technically on lesson 10 right now on these slides. You'll just go to that. Watch the fun video of Gus and I. Maybe read some of the phonics words. We were working on compound words. Spelling is still optional. There's your words for the week. Okay. Go down to Tuesday. Just like normal other Tuesdays we've had so far. You have your reading. Get it done for the day. Math. Get it done for the day. Writing. Phonics. This is a new set of slides because we'll be starting a new set of lessons. So that's why it links you to a different set of slides. So on that phonics for Tuesday, you'll do slide 1 because we actually did all the other slides last week for phonics. So you'll see my little friend Gus and you'll go to day 1. Watch the fun video. Read these compound words to someone in your family if you would like. A good way to learn compound words, and I even attached a fun compound words song by Jack Hartman. He's a really fun guy to listen to. So that is Tuesday. And then Wednesday, same thing. We have our iReady reading. Raz kids, listen to one of the Cinderella fairy tales. Keep working on your animal report because it's due Friday. You should be finishing up your interesting facts. Go down and do your math for Wednesday. There is one thing here that I want to point out. On Wednesday's math, you'll see it says complete math Google slide shape task cards. This is assigned to you in the Google Classroom. It's also, if I jump back to my email, that was the assignment Miss Headington gave me. There it is. New assignment, 2D, 3D shapes. Okay, I can click on it through here, or I can click on it through the classroom under required math assignments. So, it took me to the classroom anyway. So that might be a faster way to get there. So this was assigned to every student. What it did was it assigned you slides where you have to answer these questions. Okay, each slide you can click on and edit by clicking the answer in the box. That's obviously not the answer. So let's do the first one together. Name the shape. Easy. Is it a rectangle, a square, a circle, or a trapezoid? I'm going to pick C. It's a circle. Okay. These task cards should be pretty quick because you should know your shapes. They get harder as you go, though. Next slide. Name the shape. Easy. Square. I'm going to type B because that's the answer. B. Okay. When you get towards the bottom, they get a little trickier. The very last slide talks more about like the vertices or where the sides come together. So be very careful counting these. Once you've count the number of vertices, you'll put that number right on that box right there. Okay. Seems like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I'm not going to do them all for you. Once you do your slides, share with your teacher. Okay, I click share. I'm going to type in my teacher's email, KKH. It should pop right up. Send it to me so I can check out to make sure you finish that. Alrighty. So back to that schedule. That was just something a little different on math for Wednesday. Okay, they're called editable slides, meaning you get a whole set of slides that's assigned to you where you need to type in the correct answer. All right. If we go down to Thursday, you'll see something else highlighted. I highlighted this, not because it's new, because I only have a few kids actually doing it each week. So every Thursday, in place of that phonics and spelling practice, is science or social studies. This week is science, the grassland habitat. We're doing a lot with habitat because it ties into our animal report. So if I click here, I'm going to watch the Brain Pop video on the grasslands. If I forgot my login and password, I have it there for you. Remember, if your computer prompts you to save that login and password, click save so you don't have to keep typing it in each time. Once you watch the video, you do not have to take the quiz at the end of Brain Pop. You'll actually go to this Google form that was assigned to you. You can click on here and take it, or you can take it through Google Classroom. Either way, I'll get your answers. But you need to answer the questions first. Type your name. This just helps me grade it. So, and then you'll answer these 1, 2, 3, 4 easy peasy questions. And then hit send. I will get the answers that you've turned in, and I will grade it and get it back to you. This is something that you have all week to finish if you want, but it is due Friday. So on that schedule, that is why science is highlighted, because many friends are not doing it. If I scroll down, Friday, finally Friday, you'll notice 2 things highlighted in yellow. One is something new, so I wanted to draw your attention to it. The other just is your animal report is due. You've had 3 weeks to finish it, and it is time to turn in. So let's start over here on reading. This is where you will compare and contrast 2 of those Cinderella stories you've been listening to all week. This was assigned to you in Google Docs under your reading assignments in the classroom. So let's try something different. I'm going to go through the classroom and go to my reading required assignments. There it is. Oh, Isla wants to join us. I sympathize with all parents working at home. It's very tricky. If I go to Fairy Tale Compare and Contrast, it brings up the fairy tales for the week if I need to look over those again. And then it also has that assignment that was assigned to me right there for me. I click on it. It's something I type into again. Okay, each student has their own. So I need to think of similarities and differences between 2 of the Cinderella books that I choose. Okay, maybe the characters are different. Maybe in one, she has a mean stepmom, and the other one, she's not mean. I know one of the fairy tales is a Native American version of Cinderella. So there's a really good one to easily compare or contrast. Once you are done with this, answering some comparing and contrasting similarities and differences, you then turn in. I hope everyone can see that. I'm swirling around where it says turn in. That's how I get your assignment. You don't have to share it with me. It automatically turns it in so I can grade it in Google Classroom for you and get your grade back to you. So that is something I highlighted because it's a little different that we're going to try to get some assignments in here. Make sure you turn it in once you're finished. You could have also gotten through that through your email. That assignment was emailed to you. I'm going to go back to my email. Remember, I'm logged in as a student. So I was assigned this new assignment called Fairy Tale Compare and Contrast. I could have clicked on that and opened it up that way as well. Okay, there's 2 kind of ways to get to these assignments, either through your classroom or it's also emailed to you. Promise we're almost done because it was Friday, and the only other thing, remember, I highlighted was that animal reports are due. That's another thing you just click turn in. If I go to this student's classwork, if I go to writing assignment required, this student was assigned a animal report. Now, the student has moved, so they have done nothing. That is fine. Yours should be completed. Hers is blank. But once hers is totally done, she will turn it into me. So remember, 3 to 5 sentences in each one of these boxes. Under diet, under predator, 3 to 5 complete sentences. Once you're done, turn in. This button here, turn in. I think that's all I have for you. That's your weekly schedule. I've talked to some parents. I've talked to some students. This should not be taking you more than 2 hours a day. If it is, please let me know so I can kind of help maybe change some things around or differentiate some things for you. If you have any other questions, please let me know or try to rewatch the video and it might answer that question. All right? Have a great week. Miss you guys. Bye.